Hello, hello, hello. What is going on? What is up? What's happening? So, today is moving day, but you know me, I have to do something for y'all. So I'm doing this free coaching Friday. This is I'm pretty sure this is all I'm doing today. Yeah. So so yeah, this is it. This is all the business I'm doing today. We have two meet the teachers tonight for the kids. Um, but I'll be moving. I've been moving all morning. We'll be moving all day. We're moving into our new house. Yay. So it's a little how much you can really tell here. But anyway, and who knows if the movers show up, I'll probably have to stop. That'd be a little distracting, wouldn't it? But what's up, Sarah? What's up, Marilyn? Hey, hey, Pina. What's up? So good morning. Good morning. All right. So before we get the party started, just a heads up. Two things. Two things. One, tomorrow's the big day. I'm doing an all-day training, all day long, for free. You can watch for free, and that is on lead generation using social media. And so, if you want to learn how to get more people reaching out to you, then feel free to register at I'll type it out, higdongroup.com/leads. higdongroup.com/leads. Feel free to invite your team, and we will have some fun for sure. And again, that's tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now, this all day you can watch for free. Now, if you want, people are asking, is it recorded? Yes, it's recorded. If you want access to the recording, that's a small investment, a very small investment. I think it's well worth it. But if you want to watch for free, or if you want to watch all day live, it's free. And so higdongroup.com/leads. Now, number two, let's give away some Time, Money, Freedom books. Yay. Who just talked to me about this? Oh, I've had a couple interviews lately of people that are just discovering this book and really loving it. And so feel free to share and drop me a comment that you shared, and I will pick a few people to, we'll ship you one of these books. And this is, by the way, in case you aren't aware of it, it's 10 simple rules to redefine what's possible and radically reshape your life. And so if you want to possibly win, just share, type in that you shared, and I'm going to pick a few people, and we will get a book out to you. I don't know why I'm singing that. Out to you. Oh man, I better stop. All right. So, all right, let me start picking people. Alyssa Payne gets a Time, Money, Freedom book. Colleen Malali Brennan Dean gets a Time, Money, Freedom book. The first guy I saw share was Patrick Hugh. Patrick Hugh gets a Time, Money, Freedom book. Ellen Russell gets a Time, Money, Freedom book. Marilyn, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? Pena's currently reading it. That's awesome. All right, let me pick one more. Hannah Miller. Hannah Miller gets a Time, Money, Freedom book. So if I said your name, shoot an email to support@higdongroup.com, and we'll make it happen. I don't like my lighting. Yeah, I'm still getting used to the lighting in this house. It'll have to do. Um, so, what questions do you have? All right. So I saw Rochelle. Do you follow up with the people who don't ever reply? Say you message 3 times and no response. Do you keep following up? Um, I mean, the only exception would be if they are someone I think has an interest or has influence. But if they, and I'm going to hit them with some persuasive ones. I'm gonna hit them with, the first message, whatever your first message is. The second message will be, it might be, hey, I've been so busy, I haven't had a chance to follow up with you. How are you? Or if they haven't ever replied to you ever, then it might be, hey, I just want to make sure you saw that. I sent you a message earlier, and I might go comment on one of their posts. Hey, I sent you a message. It might be in your other box, and then the third, if they still don't reply to any of that, Then the third is going to be, hey, just letting you know, I'm going to mark you off my list. I won't be reaching out to you, but I wish you the very best. And that's the one that typically gets a high response, is people, for whatever reason, hate being marked off a list. And so that will be the one that you'll get the most response from. If they still don't respond to that, then, and I don't see that, they may have a propensity for the opportunity of the product or the non-influential, then I'll probably just move on, because there's so many people out there. Like, you don't have to get tangled up in just one. So I hope that helps. All right. CK, you mentioned before there's one kind of people you don't follow up with, those who are rude to you. So there's three scenarios that I will not follow up with people. Number one, if I find out they're in another network marketing company, like I didn't realize that before I reached out to them, and then I realized it after, then I'm like, I'm not a home wrecker. I don't like, teaching people to try to steal from other companies, because if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And so I'm going to leave them alone. I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to wish you the very best. Maybe I suggest some training to them, or I say, hey, I get a lot of tips from this guy. I may make suggestions to him or something. Number two, if they're really rude, if I message them and say, hey, would you be open? And they're like, the hell with you, buddy. And they're just like weird and rude. Then, I don't want to bring them home to mama. I don't want them to meet my team. So, I'm just not going to move forward. And then third is if they pass away. That one's pretty self-explanatory. If I read of their obituary, then we're going to stop. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, the widow may get upset that you continue to prospect. So that's just a hard rule of mine. Appreciate it, Rhonda. Thank you. Okay. All right, Alana, so I'm changing companies. Do I delete all old posts, and do I announce that I changed companies? So if you do marketing the way that we teach, and definitely the way we'll be teaching, I'm gonna turn I hate the light here. I'm gonna flip this around. I was trying to give you a better view, which I feel like I accomplished, but in the process, I just don't like my lighting. Okay, so you're gonna get the kitchen view. I don't want to be staring down my chin here. Let me see. All right, let me grab the chair. Okay, let's do this. I like this lighting. This lighting's better. It's not as cool a view for sure, but it's better. So I talked about this last night, actually. I did a Q&A on my profile. And so first of all, if you do marketing the way that we suggest, you're not constantly talking about your company, you're talking about the benefit or education, right? Either benefit of what your product does, what it helps with, et cetera, or service or opportunity or whatever, or you're mainly an educator. So marketers that we've trained, you don't even know what company they're in. And so, and I'll give you a, like my backstory of when I was growing a network marketing business. Two interesting things. One, I was generating over 3,000 leads a month for free. I wasn't doing any ads. Over 3,000 people a month were reaching out to me, entering their emails or messaging me. And number two, there was, I think it was like right around 1,200 people a month were searching the phrase, what MLM is Ray Higdon in? Because they couldn't tell. I wasn't constantly pushing the company. So although I didn't, I could have moved in and out of companies. No one would have really known, because for you to know that, we would have had to have a conversation one-on-one, like either through messenger or text or call or whatever. And so just, we will be teaching a lot of that, of how to generate more leads tomorrow. And it's a free training. You can watch the entire day for free. It's ridiculous. But that's higdongroup.com/leads, and you can tell your team about it, okay? But I will answer your question, because I know so far I've kind of told you, here's what you should have done, right? And it's too late for that. So if you are changing companies, I mean, one, just to touch on that, A lot of people, and I don't know your situation, Alana. I know you're part of our community and I appreciate you. A lot of people change companies out of weakness. And I'm not saying that's your case because I don't know your case. Okay. But and what does that mean? That means that a lot of people change companies because they think it's going to be easier over there. Or if only I had that product would be easier. And this is um, with this thing, I'll be satisfied addiction. And this happens in every aspect of life. It happens, if only I was with her, then I'd be happy. Then they're with her and they're not happy. If only I had that amount of money, then I'd be happy. They get that amount of money, they're still not happy. And I was talking with one of my coaches yesterday. Yesterday was a big day, man. Talked with one of my coaches yesterday, and he has dealt with and consulted for so many people that were making decent money, felt if only I made more money then I'd be happier. They make more money, and he's helped people go from 1 million to 50 million. He's helped people go from 1 million to 100 million, and some of his clients are actual billionaires. And what's interesting is they still have money issues. they still are it could come crashing down tomorrow. And I know that that's not your situation, but when we think that another situation is easier or whatever, that's usually not the right, well, it's never the right move. So we want to not wish for, like Jim Rohn said in his infinite wisdom, we want to wish, not for things to be easier, but for us to be better, for us to be stronger. And you may have every correct reason to change companies, but I just want to throw that out there, is a lot of times the thing that you're seeking by changing companies doesn't get found in the next company, right? So I just want to throw that out there. So now to actually answer your question, now that I've answered everything but your question. So do you delete all old posts? I mean, what I wouldn't have is I wouldn't have a cover photo. Obviously, I wouldn't have a profile picture with you in the old company like that. That doesn't make any sense. But as far as taking the time to go back and delete old stuff, I wouldn't do it. People don't care. They really, no one's going back in your archives and saying, "Look, she used to be part of this." No one's doing that. No one's got that kind of time. And so I wouldn't worry about it. As far as announce that you changed companies, here's my problem with that. And I talked exactly about this last night. My problem with that is, and then after this, I'll give away some more books. Although I've lost my book. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So my problem with that is it's fine for you to reach out to people you've personally recruited, right? Because maybe they rely on you, you brought them in, you made them believe in some way, shape, or form that you're going to be there for them. And I'm not trying to guilt you. I'm just saying how people translate it, right? And so I think that's fine to reach out to personally to the people that you recruited. Okay. And by the way, there's a lot of gurus that'll give you very different advice because they're only thinking of what do you want to hear versus what would make you the very best person. Right. So I want you to be a great person. I don't want you to burn bridges, etc. So when someone does an exit video, right, and they come out hard, and like, yeah, I'm leaving this company, I'm going here, even if they do it nicely, I don't think about their personal recruits. I think about the personal recruits, and those personal recruits, and those recruits. Because what happens is it sends a ripple effect. It's not like only your personal recruits see it. No, their recruits see it. So now I'm placing families in peril. I'm actually causing problems in many homes by me being big time and letting everyone know that I'm going to another company and everyone needs to know. So the people I recruited, I'm betraying because their people may see that video and then say, "Oh, well, how come Alana's leaving? Well, she's leaving. Is there a problem with the company? What company is she doing? Maybe we should go take a look." Now, if we don't care how we make other people feel, then do that video. No question. Do it. You'll get some results. Some people will see it, will reach out to you. You'll get, your wishes granted. If you look at network marketing as a long game, I had a lot of people who were in my team. Some of them left. Some of them became clients years later. One guy that he was my top earner in my team, Cedric Harris. Amazing recruiter, amazing network marketer, and he was my number one earner in my team. He left, and because I didn't bash him or hate on him or create any kind of weirdness or anything like that, I just said, "Hey, I'm hoping the best for you. Let me know if I can help you in any way." Years later, he hired me for a very large amount of money to coach him on certain things, on branding and creating courses, etc. And so I'm the long game guy. So I would suggest, if you're asking me this question, I would suggest you not do the big announcement, because I don't want to hurt families. I don't want to hurt the families specifically of the people I personally recruited and have them deal with their reps saying, "Hey, how come she left? Well, what's the deal? Is there something wrong with the company?" I just don't want to create that. And so that's how I roll. That is not the advice you'll get from everybody, but you asked me. So that's my take. I hope that helps. All right. So I promise you I'll give away some more books. So if you're getting value from this, click the share button. It's very easy for you to do, but very meaningful for me. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. So hit that like button, hit the share button, and then drop me a comment that you shared, and I will give away some more Time, Money, Freedom books, and we'll give away 2 or 3 of those, and then we will move forward, answer some more questions. Okay. Elsa Wintercorn gets a Time, Money, Freedom book. Okay. All right. Alicia Penry Crossan gets a Time, Money, Freedom book. Let's do one more and then we'll do questions. Tammy Crawford gets a Time, Money, Freedom book. Okay. All right. More questions. Some of you like that answer. I imagine the ones that don't just won't comment. Because keep in mind, my goal is not just get you results no matter what, man, whatever it takes. No, like I want you to have respect in the game. I want people to have been like, I have every week, at least a couple times a month, I have someone that was in my team 10 years ago reach out to me and thank me. And it's how do you show up? How do you show up? Are you someone that considers others, or are you just hard charging, screw it, what's going to get me results? To me, that's too stressful of a life. I just don't like that energy. That's my take. Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate it. All right. Okay. Hope in the house. All right, let me see. Thanks to following your system and getting more people saying yes to take a look. Yay. Do you recommend 4-day spacing for follow-up after we had follow-up calls? Said yes, now ghost. Do I use 4-day verbiage? Appreciate it, Hope. So yeah, people want to be with people who are busy, who are up to things, right? They want to follow people that are busy, that have a vision, that are going somewhere. And so I would do our 4-day follow-up. So let me rewind a second. This is really personal preference. So, and it does depend on one word, and that's posture. So for me, I always set a follow-up time, but I'm extremely postured. So if I'm talking to a prospect, we postured. They're never in posture. I'm postured. And so I'm going to say, hey, I'm more than happy to. So I'll ask the question, hey, would you be open to taking a look at what it is that I'm doing to make extra money, or whatever your question is? They say yes. I say, cool. I'm more than happy to send you over the video. How soon could you watch it? It's just a few minutes, or it's 10 minutes, or 15, or whatever it is. Short video. How soon can you watch it? So I want to get their response before I send the video. Now, some people, I have learned, some people really struggle with that, because if you've had low posture prior to asking that, which is a very high postured question, then you're going to struggle to actually get an answer there. They're going to like, who do they think they are? Yeah, right. I'm postured from the very get-go, so it's not a big deal for me. So I'm going to say, hey, how soon could you watch it? So let's say they say, oh, I could watch it tonight. I'll say, cool, I'm pretty tied up. I'm pretty busy. My calendar may be wide open. I may have like absolute nothing in my calendar. I'm pretty tied up, pretty busy, but tell you what, I could follow up at 7:15 or 7:45. Does either of those work? So I'm actually securing a follow-up time before I do that. Now, some people, they, don't get on the phone, and you don't have to get on the phone, like actual phone. Hello, how are you? Right? You don't actually have to do that, but you will lose 10 to 20% of the people you could have recruited. Guarantee you, just letting you know. I recruited hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, and I'm just letting you know. You don't have to, right? But you will lose 10 to 20% of the people that you would have gotten. Now, if you're not successful or comfortable getting that follow-up time of how soon can you watch it, right? Notice I didn't say when, how soon can you watch it, right? Give them a couple options. Then I send the video. Okay, cool. I'll follow up with you at 7:15. If you're not comfortable with that, then I would rely on the 4-day follow-up. The 4-day follow-up is, hey, I want to apologize. I've been so busy. I haven't had a chance to follow up with you. How are you? Right. And so you may, in between that 4 days, you may say, hey, did you get a chance to watch the video? That, if they don't respond to that, that's when I would initiate the 4-day. So hope that helps. Good question. Okay. All right. What else we got? Yeah, Kathy. Sounds like Frasier. Frasier has those goofy sayings. I love Frasier, but he's got some goofy sayings. Katie, what do you do to overcome the objection where people feel like they will fail? So I would want to ask them what that means, right? Like, what does that mean? What do you feel you'll fail at what? And so I would dig into that a little bit more. Um, this kind of depends on your evolution. If you get this a lot, then it most likely means you think you will fail. I'm just throwing that out there. If you get it a lot. So just so you know, the objection you hear the most is one that you're concerned about. That's one you're concerned about. Now, if you get this every once in a while, then don't worry about it. But if you get this all the time, then I would dive in and say, is there something that's happened to me in the past that makes me think I'm going to fail? Because if that is in you, you will keep getting it, right? The lesson repeats until the lesson is learned. And so I would, dig in and figure out, what in the past caused me to think that I might fail, and I would work on that. But as far as talking to someone, if someone says to me, I'm just so nervous I'll fail, I can give you multi dimensions here, right? Dimension one, most basic, use stories, right? So the most basic response would be, hey, you know what? I know how you feel. I felt the exact same way. What I found is if I just follow the system, a certain percentage of people say yes, some say no, and that's okay. No one gets 100%, but I've been able to make some extra money if that's the case, with you. Um, if you wanted to go deeper, you could say, is there someone in the past that let you down and you're afraid of letting other people down? It's a little bit more advanced, a little bit different dimension there. But the basics, which you'll usually be fine with, um, just say, hey, I understand how you feel. And you could even rattle off different stories. If that doesn't resonate with you, you could rattle off different stories. You know what? My friend Tina, she had never succeeded before. She had failed in a bunch of stuff. She followed the system. She was able to get some people saying, yeah, she's making some extra money now. So a couple ways you can handle that. Okay, I saw a question I need to answer. All right, Jessica, is the 14-day going live challenge coming up soon? So, I kind of debated on doing that again because TikTok and Instagram Reels are just so hot right now, and they're just blowing up. So I kind of debated that. There's still definitely a place for long video like YouTube and Facebook Live. So I've been debating that, but I will tell you, a lot of what I teach in that, I'm actually covering tomorrow in tomorrow's free all-day training. higdengroup.com/leads. I'll be talking about how to generate leads. I'll be breaking down the buy cycle. I'll be talking about marketing thongs. For those who've been through the 14-day, you know what I'm talking about. But just how to generate more leads from social media. That's an entire day of training. It's going to be intense. It's going to be awesome. And again, you can watch for free. If you want the recording, it's a small investment, but higdengroup.com/leads. But as far as, when will I do it again? I don't know. I feel like I need to change it up, but let me know. Let me know in the comments if you've been through a 14-day challenge. Should I do another one? Do you want me to do another one? Do you want me to change it up some? Would love to hear from you. Okay. All right. Julie, what would you say when someone says this feels like an MLM product? I'd say, you know what, you're right. And what's cool about it is, if this is true, right? So you got a couple answers you could do. So if you're making more money than you spend on the product each month, I would say, you know what, you're right. And, for me, at least, it was really cool because I love the product. And now I've told enough people that I actually get the product for free every month. Okay. So that's if they say MLM product. Okay. If they say, is this network marketing? I might say, yeah, you know what it is? I wanted to start a business, but I just didn't have the cash reserves to start a franchise or to, buy an existing business. I just didn't have that kind of money. So, this was something I was able to do. And I'm just following the system, and people that are making a lot of money are showing me exactly what to do. So I love it. Why? Have you ever done network marketing? So what you don't do is don't go into defense mode. Don't assume that they don't like MLM. Okay. I remember when I used to speak for a guy named Ron LeGrand. Ron LeGrand is a real estate guru, and we got him in our organization. We got him in our team, and I told him, I'm like, hey, just put me on any spot. Give me 30 minutes. I'll close 10% of the audience. And the reason I say 10% is because his audience was very different than what we were doing. And so, I figured I could still get 20%, right? Or 10%. And so I went there, and I remember one guy came up to me and he goes, this is network marketing, right? And I'm like, yeah, have you ever done it? Or, I responded positively. I didn't get defensive or anything like that. And he said, I love network marketing, but no one ever approaches me. I thought something was wrong with me. And this guy, very successful insurance salesman out of South Carolina. And so you just don't know. When someone asks the question, you don't know that it's negative, right? So don't assume that, right? Wait, if they say something like, oh, I don't like MLM. Yeah, I understand. I used to not like it either till it started paying me. Hey, have a good day. So just don't get up in arms. Don't get defensive ever, but don't assume that they're actually being negative. So I hope that helps. All right, I could probably do maybe one more before my wife kills me. She's at the old house. All right. And David, it's not Ray Higdon Group /leads. It's Higdon Group. You know what? Let me just show you because that'll be better. All day training. Let me just type this up. Free all day training tomorrow. higdengroup.com /leads. Okay. All right. Now, oh my God, I didn't save. All right. Free all. I'm sorry to put you through this. All day training tomorrow. Oh my goodness. The pressure is on, right? Leads. Okay. Save and show. There you go. All right. Free all day training tomorrow. higdengroup.com /leads. How to generate leads on social media. So let's do another book giveaway. So if you want to possibly win a copy of Time, Money, Freedom, just share. Drop me a comment that you shared. I'll pick a couple more people. And yes, today is moving day. I can try to walk you around the house if you, it's, Jess would not like that. It's messy in here. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. All right. Katie, her here, Don L, and Audrey Foucher Hewlin get a Time Money Freedom book. And Nina Limter. Nina Limter. All right. So if I said your name, shoot an email to support@higdengroup.com. I should probably get out of here. My poor wife is picking up heavy boxes somewhere, and so today is moving day. I'll let's see. I don't know. I can show you a little bit. It's pretty messy though. Actually, it's not that messy. What would be interesting? So if you haven't seen our crazy wine room, which I don't even drink wine, which is kind of funny, right? So that's our wine room. Our wine. This is actually not easy to open. So look, we got 2 bottles. We got a few. We got a few to fill here. So send your wine, SOS. we need wine. We need to fill these things. And so anyway, so look forward to seeing you tomorrow. All day free training on lead generation. I appreciate you. Feel free to share this if you got value, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.